Psychology says people who talk to themselves out loud are often misunderstood. They are labeled strange. They are told it looks embarrassing. Some people even assume it means something is wrong mentally. But modern psychology and neuroscience tell a very different story. Talking to yourself is not a sign of instability. It is a sign that your brain is processing information differently from most people. And if you have ever caught yourself whispering, muttering, or even debating with yourself when you are alone, there may be powerful psychological reasons behind it. Today, we are breaking down the real psychology behind people who talk to themselves and why this habit is often connected to cognitive performance, emotional regulation, and memory. If you enjoy psychology explained in a clear and practical way, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you do not miss the next breakdown. Now let us start with the first psychological reason behind self-talk. Many people who speak their thoughts out loud have highly active cognitive processing systems. Their minds generate ideas quickly. Thoughts move rapidly from one concept to another. Instead of letting those thoughts remain abstract inside the mind, they externalize them through speech. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as verbalized cognition. Speaking a thought gives it structure. It turns an invisible idea into something concrete that can be analyzed and improved. Instead of letting thoughts bounce around in mental chaos, your voice organizes them. You can hear the idea clearly. You can evaluate it. You can question it. This process helps transform vague thoughts into organized reasoning. Many writers, scientists, and problem solvers use this technique naturally. They talk through ideas to refine them. Your voice becomes a tool for thinking rather than simply communication. But that is only the beginning. Talking to yourself also improves attention and focus. This effect is linked to something psychologists call stimulus regulation. Research has shown that saying something out loud can enhance the brain's ability to locate and process information. For example, if you are searching for your phone and you say, "Where is my phone?" out loud, your visual cortex becomes more active. Your brain begins scanning the environment with greater efficiency. You are essentially programming your mind to prioritize a specific target. This process filters out irrelevant distractions. Instead of passively searching, your brain becomes directed. Talking to yourself becomes a cognitive shortcut that increases focus. It is similar to giving your brain a verbal command. Your nervous system responds by sharpening attention toward the goal you just spoke. Another important function of self-talk is emotional regulation. Many individuals who speak to themselves use language that sounds like coaching. They may say things like, "Calm down, you can handle this. Think carefully. You got this." This type of language is known as distanced self-talk. Distanced self-talk creates psychological separation between you and the emotion you are experiencing. Instead of being consumed by stress, you observe it. Instead of reacting impulsively, you guide yourself through it. Studies in psychology have shown that using self-directed language can reduce anxiety and improve emotional control. By speaking to yourself as if you were advising another person, you activate parts of the brain associated with reasoning rather than panic. You become your own coach. You become your own motivator. This ability to regulate emotions internally is strongly connected to emotional intelligence. People who master self-talk often recover from stress more quickly because they actively guide their thoughts instead of being controlled by them. But there is another powerful benefit that is often overlooked. Talking to yourself improves memory. Psychologists call this the production effect. The production effect occurs when information is spoken aloud instead of processed silently. When you say something out loud, your brain creates a stronger memory trace. You are engaging multiple systems at once. You are thinking the idea. You are hearing it. You are physically producing it with your voice. This combination strengthens the memory pathway. Students who read information aloud often remember it better than those who read silently. The same principle applies to everyday thinking. When you verbalize an idea, you mark it as important. Your brain treats spoken information as something worth storing. In a sense, your voice becomes a biological memory tool. It allows you to encode information more effectively. But there is still another layer to self-talk that many people overlook. Talking to yourself can also increase self-awareness. When thoughts remain silent, they can remain vague and unchallenged. But once you hear them out loud, they become clearer. You notice contradictions. You notice exaggerations. You notice patterns in your thinking. This process allows you to correct your own reasoning. It turns internal dialogue into self-reflection. You are not simply thinking. You're evaluating your thinking. Psychologists refer to this ability as metacognition is the ability to think about your own thoughts. It is considered a key component of intelligence and self-awareness. When you speak your thoughts aloud, you activate this reflective process. You are observing your own mental patterns in real time. That awareness allows you to adjust them. You refine ideas, you correct mistakes, you guide your own behavior. What many people misunderstand is that self-talk is not a symptom of confusion. It is often a tool for clarity. It is the brain's way of organizing complexity. People with active minds often need external channels to process internal activity. Your voice simply becomes that channel. So if you occasionally find yourself speaking thoughts out loud while solving a problem or planning your day, there's no reason to feel embarrassed. Your brain may simply be using one of its most effective cognitive tools. You're structuring ideas, you are directing attention, you are regulating emotion, you are strengthening memory, and you are increasing self-awareness at the same time. All through something as simple as speaking your thoughts. Talking to yourself does not mean you are strange. It may simply mean your mind prefers clarity over silence. And sometimes the fastest way to organize a complex mind is to let it speak. If this breakdown resonated with you, subscribe for more psychology that explains how our mind really works. Comment below if you are someone who talks to yourself while thinking or solving problems, and watch the next video to discover another psychological habit that may reveal how your brain processes the world differently